Big update because we've got a major break in the case of the Philadelphia Strangler, it looks like. Police think they've got their man suspected in a string of sexual assaults and deadly strangulations in the area. His name is 21-year-old Antonio Rodriguez. He's a homeless man recently released from prison. Now he's back behind bars. Investigative crime reporter Michelle Sagona joins me now. Michelle, good morning. We've been following this case. We know it has set the entire neighborhood, if not the entire city, on edge. What do police say? How do they think they cracked this case?
Literally within the last few minutes, I just got off the phone with Lieutenant Evers, and he gave me an update. And he says that DNA has positively linked Rodriguez to 3 murders in the area. Now, you remember, Chris, you and I covered the case, the same case last month, where there were multiple other assaults that happened. At this point, they cannot say if he is linked to those assaults, those other attacks and assaults, but it's something that they're working on right now. He was swabbed last night. His DNA is being entered back into the system again, and it takes a little bit of time, a few hours for that process to take place. And then once they have the 100% match, they do believe that they have their man, especially in the murders, they will issue a search warrant and the DA will bring down the formal charges.
Yeah, I mentioned the fact that he was homeless. He had been in prison before. What else do we know about him?
You know, he was released from jail. He was back behind bars for a drug offense. He was released August 19th.
But nothing violent.
Nothing too violent. And then at that point, they took his DNA, but it wasn't entered into the system right away because what appears to be a backlog.
So wait a minute. They might have gotten him early, except for a backlog. Was there a delay that during which time he might have committed one of these crimes that he's accused of?
Possibly. And that is something that I have to talk to the state police about. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to talk to them right before they hit. But Lieutenant Evers said that those types of questions have to be referred to the state police. But he did, there are some reports out there that are reporting that there was a delay in getting that DNA into the system. But this is not something that's uncommon. I mean, there's a backlog. I mean, from my experience in dealing with these cases, getting the DNA into the system and the backlog that takes place because of police resources and money and things like that, it's a problem, unfortunately.
I talked to John Walsh about this. He thinks it's getting worse because of all the budget problems. Let's hope that's not the case, that somebody didn't lose their life because of a DNA backlog. I know you'll stay on it for us, Michelle. Thank you so much.
Have a good day, Chris.